Hi everyone, and welcome back to Creative Living. My name is Miranda, and in this video I made a DIY Dollar Tree Farmhouse table decor. It's a pretty long title. So what I wanted to do was to go with a farmhouse rustic look and make another one with a glam theme. A lot of people have asked since my last video if I could do more farmhouse and rustic type decor. So I had a ton of fun making this, but I do want to let you know on the one that's similar to this, it's the same kind of project except for I used completely different materials. This one is made with metal parts from Dollar Tree, and the other one is made with wooden parts from Dollar Tree. And I want to thank you for inspiring me. For this project, I bought two of the large flag holders and one plant holder. The bigger ones have a 90-degree angle coming from the stand and the part that holds the flag. The small piece has a curve. To me, it looks kind of like an upside down shaped U. I use the small one because it's a little bit thicker in diameter. And then I used a hacksaw to cut all three pieces. I cut the curved one in two places. One's at the bottom of the base, and then at the top, cutting the curve off and just making one straight piece of metal. The other two, I cut those at the base just to make it a little shorter, and I left the 90-degree angle. After I cut my three pieces, I laid two of them together, the straight piece and one of the 90-degree angle pieces. And then I added glue on those two, dabbing it on with a napkin, leaving spaces between the glue because I wanted to zip tie everything together and I didn't want the glue to get on the zip tie. After I applied the glue up and down the base of the flag holders, which will be the base of the scales here in a moment, then I placed the other flag holder facing the opposite direction, and then I zip tied these really tight and let them sit overnight. The next morning, I go ahead and snip off the zip ties. I check and see how everything is holding together, and I'm really happy with how the pieces are. So the first two items I use after that is a solar light and one of these glass candle holders. I used the two part of the solar light and then just put the rest of it to the side. And I added a generous amount of hot glue inside the candle holder and stuck my solar light tube down inside of that. I let it sit and dry. And then I took some white sand that I found in the floral section of Dollar Tree and I placed that in the base of my scale inside the tube and started adding sand in the tube for stability and a little bit extra weight. After I filled my solar light tube with sand, then I just used the hot glue and I went over the top of it just to seal it off and to keep any sand from spilling out. The next items I'll be using are these plant holders. They're the chains. They have three chains on them and an S hook, and they're also at Dollar Tree in the floral section. And so, what I realized is even though I put extra weight inside the tube, because the uh, scales are so wide, when I go to hang just the chain, it tilted. So I realized that's not going to work. So I have to come up with another plan. And so I started taking the tube of the solar light out of the candle holder and it was glued together, so it took quite a bit of working it out. So I lost a little bit of sand, not a lot at all, but what was in there I just went on ahead and hot glued that back in there and sealed the sand off so I would still have that weight on the inside. Now for plan B, I used one of these silver candle holders, Tealight candle holders that are also at Dollar Tree. And they have a hole in the back of them if you flip it over and take the sticker off. So I have also some rocks that I got at Dollar Tree and I just started filling up the little candle holder, the back of it, with a bunch of rocks. And I left a little bit of room, of course, for the tube of the solar light. And I go to stick the solar light in, and what do you know? I was afraid of that. I hang the chain up, and sure enough, it tilted. So I've got to come up with plan C. So while I'm thinking of what I'm going to do, I just start painting the silver because I knew I wanted this to be farmhouse and I didn't really want this to be so shiny. So I just go over it with some white acrylic paint. I go ahead and I seal the top of it where the tube and the candle holder meet. And then I'll take a square candle holder, glass candle holder from Dollar Tree, and I put my scale and the base and everything inside of the glass candle holder. And then I think, well, let me try to put some sand in this because between the weight of the glass candle holder, the rocks in the base, and the sand in the tube, I'm thinking surely we're on to something now. And then after I get all the sand in between the base and the candle holder and I fill it up, then I seal it off again with hot glue so the sand doesn't spill out or leak anywhere. And after I let that sit, then I just go over the top of it with some rocks just for looks. Now for the moment of truth. I'm ready to test this out and see how durable and well this is now. So I take the S hook and I hook the chain on one side and it's great. I hook it on the other side. It's perfect. So now I'm ready to move on to my next step. See that the chains are just a little too long, so I'll take some pliers and bend the S hook back and remove 7 links from the top because the bottoms have these little clips and I want to use those. So I do that to all 6 of the chains. I'll take off 7 links on each side. I plug in my hot knife that I got from Gabby. Thank you, Gabby. And I'm going to be using a pack of small round clear plates that you can get in the wedding section of Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is just make a little hole, 3 holes around my plate with my hot knife. And after I've done that, I'm going to do this on 2 plates. Then after I've done that, I just take my clips that are at the bottom of the chains and I just clip the clips in the little place where I just made a hole with my hot knife. After I finished both sides, I thought it needed a little something. So I took a clear container that I had gotten from Dollar Tree and I set the base of the scale on top of the container. And I really liked how that looked, the height that it gave. So I went on ahead and glued the lid on the container. And then to finish this project, I painted all of the clear pieces gold, the container, the glass candle holder, and the clear plates. I also painted the solar light tube gold just to kind of tie everything in together, and that's it. Now we are all done with our farmhouse rustic table decor. So that is it, and it was so much fun to make after I figured out how I was going to get this thing to kind of balance out a little bit. I went on ahead and put another couple of coats of the gold paint because it was, so, I don't know, thin. I'm just using battery powered LED lights, the copper lights that you can find at Dollar Tree, and I just went around those, around the center of the scales. And the rest of this, like this came from, can y'all believe this? This came from Dollar Tree. And that came from Dollar Tree. These are the candlelight tea holders, the Tealight candle holders from Dollar Tree. So this one came from Dollar Tree. So Believe, Home, Family. These little lanterns, they're from Dollar Tree. Of course, the mirrors are. And Dollar Tree has books too. These books are not from Dollar Tree. And oh yeah, this is from Dollar Tree too. So how awesome is that? And these little pot holders, I think like 5 or 6 come in a pack, and I just snipped some roses off and put those in the top.
don't forget to check out the Glam theme if you would like to. That's it for now, and I hope you enjoyed it. I love you all so, so much, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Have a wonderful and blessed week. Bye, y'all.
Here's a quote from Still B. Hers says, "A single kind word will keep one warm for years." Isn't that beautiful? Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Still B.